witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Fumble touchdowns so far. I'm a coach right now. I'm not going to give you a chance. You're not going to do this.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, boy.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
50, 180. Here we go, D, get off the field.
I'm gonna kill this man.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Now
Oh my
Fitzpatrick
God,
hit. It's out.
another
He
fumble.
lost the football.
Another fumble touchdown. Another
He's at
fumble
the 50.
touchdown.
The 30. Past the 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Vinatieri now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Okay, I'm not going to give you a shot.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep.
Come here.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Another fumble.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That dude keeps dropping the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Dre. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
For having fake feet. That's what happened. He has fake feet.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
To try and get rid of it.
Complete to Dre.
Oh my God!
How much loses the football?
How much fumbles
are going to
be
the
in this
23,
game?
but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Matt Hawk now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taking it about the 16.
Get to there. Move.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Of course I'm going to accept it.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Luck defers to Mack. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Luck. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down.
I would tackle him so hard. The ball would just
didn't have a
fly
receiver
out
open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Out of my way!
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Danger. What should do for them?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
No.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yep.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To the air again.
Let's go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded at the 2.
Touchdown? No, not touchdown. And I juked him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Maybe it's just a halftime.
This is taken at his 4. Gets past 1 man.
Get red, dude. Get red. Oh my
And he'll
God.
return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the
He's about
special
to
teams
punch that
coach.
coach
He'll
in
be
the
pushing
face.
us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Yep,
Steps away to his left.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And that'll be incomplete.
What?
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third
You tell me,
down.
Daniel, how was that incomplete?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Guess I'll punt.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Get wrecked.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready.
Why'd you just scream, ow?
For their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they...